I'm a former political operative for the conservative movement, and I became a political operative at 15 years old. I've been heavily working on talking about P2025 as well as exposing the conservative playbook that I was raised and trained to implement. That said, I want to talk right now about the SAFE Act. The SAFE Act, if you haven't heard of it yet, could make it harder for married women to vote. A birth certificate name has to match your current legal name. And if you got married and changed your name, well, it doesn't match and you might not be able to vote. So let me tell you why many Christian conservative men, especially, but also Christian conservatives, do not believe it is in God's will for a woman to vote. Christian conservatives, Christian nationalists, they do believe that everyone should be living God's way, right? They believe that everyone should be living like a Christian, should be converting to Christianity, and that our entire government should be returned, as if it really ever was this way, returned to a Christian nation. So that also means, and you can see it in my other videos, that also means that the man should always be the head of the household. The man is put on a pedestal, the woman is below him and has to be submissive to him. So if you were raised like I was raised, and if you were trained in all this like I was, then you believe that one, you have to vote the way that your husband tells you to vote, and two, that also just kind of makes your vote irrelevant, right? So that's also why you saw so many people who look like me vote that direction, vote for DJT, because it would be non-submissive to go against your husband. But again, that's also why there's no reason for you as a woman to vote. The man should get to make the decisions. Therefore, a woman like you shouldn't get to vote, and you should be married. So that's what we're seeing right now. It's really, really obviously dangerous thinking. It's terrifying thinking, and we can go into the amount of abuse that happens to women in these environments as a result of this thinking in the long term. But that said, that's why Republicans, conservatives would be so for something like the SAFE Act if they're Christian nationalist leaning. The only reason a woman needs to vote is to cancel out the votes of people who don't think in the Christian way of thinking. And once that happens, once everyone is converted to Christianity within the country, then women wouldn't need the right to vote anymore. So that's what we're up against. If you want to get more information from me, you're welcome to head over to my Substack. I'll be there if this app ever disappears. I'll be posting more content there upcoming as well. You can also follow me here and get more information as I continue to expose the conservative playbook, P2025, and everything I know from my time being exposed to all of that.